और आइए सीधे चलते हैं पुणे, जहां पर इस वक्त रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह के कॉन्क्लेव को संबोधित कर रहे हैं रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह।
Truly multipolar world order which is more responsive to the aspirations of developing countries. Friends, India and Africa share a rich history across millennia. Even from the perspective of the entire humanity, out of Africa, theory postulates that Africa is the cradle of the humanity irrespective of the continents, races, and ethnicities. India is one of the most ancient civilizations of the world with a youthful population and a fast-growing economy. The civilizational ties, including people-to-people contacts, have laid the foundation for free flow of ideas and practices since time immemorial. It gained significant momentum during our common struggle against imperialism. Friends, the solidarity, mutual trust, and confidence forged in the days of struggle against colonialism continue to drive India-Africa cooperation to this day. India has been one of the strongest advocates of the decolonization of Africa and has worked for the end of imperialist, racist, and apartheid regimes in Africa. As a nation, we have great respect and affection for our African brothers and sisters. There is a natural feeling of partnership between India and Africa in our common quest for achieving prosperity and a dignified life of our peoples. Friends, the people of India and Africa together represent a third of humanity, a demographic dividend which has to be used wisely. We have seized the opportunity to turn this huge human resource into an engine of growth and development. Many African nations have the fastest rate of growth of population in the world. As per some projections, by 2050, there would be one African out of every 4 persons in the world. Therefore, if humanity has to develop, Africa has to develop. Today, Africa is home to more than 1 billion vibrant people, with more than 2/3 of them under the age of 35. If this human capital is supported with the right opportunities, it will become the growth engine for not just Africa, but also for the entire world. Friends, apart from the capital scarcity issues confronting us, to the relative technological backwardness vis-a-vis the developed world is one of the most important causes holding the developing world to the negative equilibrium of low economic growth rates. However, new and emerging technologies give us an opportunity to leapfrog this technological gap. I would like to pointedly mention 2 such emerging technologies: digital technologies and clean and green technologies. We would like to share our growth experiences in these 2 domains so that our African partners can benefit from our expertise. One particular example is the financial inclusion of the entire citizenry through digital technology, through India's innovation of Unified Payment Interface, or UPI in short. UPI has occasioned a financial revolution. From a street vendor to a high-end showroom with an expensive product range, UPI caters to one and all. Moreover, UPI is steadily becoming globally attractive, aimed measures to enable seamless cross-border transactions. Singapore has recently come on board. Friends, our exchanges of ideas and practices are not going to be one-way affairs. We would also like to learn from the experiences of our African friends. I remember distinctly the good work done in Kenya towards financial inclusion through mobile banking. Friends, I am told that Kenya has been leading the way with a mobile phone-based financial services platform set in motion by M-Pesa, a money transfer system that gradually advanced into real-time retail payments and further into a virtual savings and credit supply platform. I am sure there would be many more such initiatives in India and Africa where we can learn from each other. Friends, when we talk about a country's development and growth, the importance of security is often not given importance it deserves and is sometimes even considered antithetical to the pursuit of development. It is logical, incoherent, and historically inaccurate to consider security and development as antitheses of one another. I believe that the full potential of society's development can be realized only when its security is ensured. Friends, once we accept the status of security as the bedrock of development, the role of a strong and effective state system becomes crystal clear. The modern state system in India and African countries came into being only after they achieved independence. Though many of us have come a long way since our independence, there are many African countries where the consolidation and capacity building of their state systems is still a work in progress. Friends, there is no significant example in human history where a weak state system has preserved or fostered individual and collective rights. If we observe the trajectory of progress of the decolonized states in the world, only the strong, secure, and capable states have been effective in protecting the human rights and improving the quality of life of their citizens. Friends, against all historical experience, there is still a prevalent line of thinking which sees an inevitable dichotomy between a strong state system and individual human rights. We do not believe in such a false dichotomy. We believe that the preservation of individual human rights, such as the right to life and personal liberty, right to employment, right to livelihood, etc., are very much dependent on a strong and effective state apparatus which can ensure the rule of law as well as promote the economic growth and the social development. In particular, economic growth and development can only happen in a safe and secure environment. Hence, we need to build robust state structures which are able to comprehend and cater to the needs and aspirations of their peoples. One of the most important pillars of a strong and secure state system is a competent and responsible defense mechanisms. Friends, needless to say that in this defense mechanism, the armed forces and especially the army plays a key role. So, in order to proceed on the path of development, African states have to become stronger and more capable in general, and particularly so in the defense domain. That is, the African states need capable and responsible armed forces. Friends, in pursuance of this objective, India is steadfast in its commitment